Hey, it's a Monday edition of Red Sox Now. I'm your host, Mike Antonellis, one of the TV and radio broadcasters for the Worcester Red Sox. We open on Friday, but hey, I know it's Monday and people can be down a little bit, but just think about this. We have real Red Sox games that count starting Thursday against the Texas Rangers. I'm so pumped up. I've been waiting so long. I mean, look at my beard is gray. I've been waiting so long for Red Sox baseball. I mean, I like spring training, but the games that count, the juices will be flowing. Hope you had a great weekend. Thanks for watching. If I could ask you, please, to subscribe, like, comment. We've got some good comments. We've got some good text messages from friends, direct messages on other social media platforms, and I appreciate that and love the support. You can also, on X, reach me at The Radio Mike, and I do have a link tree on there. Yesterday, I updated all of it because some of it was outdated, and we cannot have that. All right, so first things first, you might be asking yourself, why are the Red Sox playing exhibition games in Mexico? Well, I think it's really cool to play in a different country and play a really good team over there. They will do that Monday and Tuesday, but this is strategic. And whoever had this idea at Major League Baseball, I'm giving you a raise. Not really. But why is this such a good idea? So if you look at every team's spring training schedule on Monday and Tuesday, they are playing somewhere close to where they'll be. So, for example, the Dodgers are actually playing the Angels at home because the Dodgers open up at Dodger Stadium. So they're playing the Angels in a 3-game series Sunday night through Tuesday, and they're playing 1 at L.A. and they're playing 2 at Anaheim. The Cubs, who came back from Japan, are staying in Arizona because they open up the season against the Diamondbacks. So every team, and we've seen this for years now, but I love that they're doing this. They get out of Florida, they get out of Arizona a little bit earlier, and then they go somewhere where the next travel is close instead of going to Florida, to Texas, which is not far, but you know what I mean. You're even closer. This is also good for the Red Sox to be in a country that really loves baseball. So that's the deal. Monday, Tuesday, the Red Sox will work out on Wednesday in Texas, and then we get going for good on Thursday. Rangers, Baltimore, the home opener is against St. Louis. What a story for Sean Newcomb with Quinn Priester being optioned to AAA Worcester on Sunday. It's, well, I would say 99.9% that the left-hander Sean Newcomb, a Massachusetts native born in Brockton, lives out a boyhood dream. His favorite team growing up, you guessed it, the Boston Red Sox, went to Middleborough High School. He was a star at the University of Hartford and a huge Red Sox fan. It looks like he will be the 5th guy in the rotation behind Richard Fitz, which lines him up against Baltimore, a team that has some really good left-handed hitters. But this is such a great story, and who would have thought in January when he signed a minor league deal, it was tough to envision him being in the starting rotation. Now, things had to happen. We'll get to Brian Bayou and Giolito and Crawford in just a minute. Of course, a lot of things had to happen, but still, Sean Newcomb still had to deliver in spring training. So albeit there were 3 injuries, but if he did not perform, maybe it's Quinn Priester. He performed, he pitched great in spring training, and he earns the nod. It's a great story when one of our own, a Massachusetts native, gets to the big leagues with the Red Sox. Rich Hill has done it. It's so rare. Manny Del Carmen, who grew up being able to walk to Fenway, was able to do it. I mean, it's a special thing when Massachusetts guys get to play for any of the Boston teams. So excited for Sean Newcomb, the Brockton, Mass native, will be that number 5 starter. And just weird how, things worked out this spring training, including for this guy, Adam Ottavino. I thought this was just a slam dunk signing. Now, I know that Adam Ottavino is older, and he was on a minor league deal, which means for the Red Sox, they could just take a flyer on him. But I thought this would be a really good guy to have in the pen because you like to have different looks. This is something that Buck Showalter always said. And when he got to Baltimore, he brought in Darren O'Day, a submariner. He said, in your bullpen, you want to have guys with all different arm slots. And the Red Sox do. With Chapman, he's a left-hander. With Hendricks, you've got Slayton and Whitlock. Bernardino looks like he'll make the club, and maybe Brian Mata. But Ottavino, he's really tough on righties because he's stepping towards that right-handed hitter, kind of throwing across his body and having that wicked slider. So what happens in this situation, now I've read a lot of things and people criticizing Ottavino and said that he quit on the Red Sox. That's not really what happened. I mean, he signs a minor league deal. He has the power. He's been in the big leagues long enough. He does not want to go to Worcester. So he is trying to land himself on a big league team. And with pitching and relieving and something could happen with injuries and things up in the air, he feels he has a better chance to maybe sign with somebody else and be in the big league club. So, hey, all the power to him. I don't think anything he did was wrong. I thought this was a good flyer that just did not work out. But again, credit to some of the other guys who have worked really hard in spring training to earn that spot. And if it is Brian Mata, man, what a run. A former pitching prospect as a starter, was on the 40-man, has been injured for 2.5 years. We saw him in Worcester a lot last year. He was DFA'd, he was shut down, and he worked his butt off, and it looks like he could be on that opening day roster. Red Sox are going to have some really good stories if it is Campbell, Mata, and Newcomb making that club. I mean, that's some really good stuff. There's a lot of, speaking of Worcester, there's a lot, and I was all excited because the Yoshida news we'll start with first. And Ian Brown, who covers the Red Sox, he's the beat writer for RedSox.com. He put it out there that Yoshida will start the season with Worcester, but I tweeted it because I was all excited, but he tempered my excitement because I said, opening day is Friday. But Yoshida will not play in Worcester. It's unlikely he will, he's not going to make that trip because the Woo Sox play 3 games at home and they go to Jacksonville, and he is in Florida right now. So that's an easier commute than to have him come up for 3 and then fly back down to Jacksonville. So he will join the Woo Sox in Jacksonville. This is going to be a really weird first road trip for the AAA Red Sox because Chris Catello is reporting that Brian Bayo, behind due to shoulder soreness, is on track to make his season debut on April 11th. That's great news. He's going to pitch twice on that first road trip for the Woo Sox. This is likely. This is not, definite. It's in pencil, but it's in dark pencil. Like it's written in hard. It's not, the ink's not dry yet. So this is pretty cool. So Bayo would start because they play 6-game series in the minor leagues. They play Tuesday through Sunday, so he can start twice. So he will pitch that Tuesday and that Sunday. And if everything goes well, he'll start on that second road trip, Chicago and Tampa Bay. So that's how things are kind of rolling out for those guys. Giolito, Crawford will stay behind as well and do their work. So this happens a lot in AAA. You get a lot of big league guys that aren't ready or injured that can start the season on that AAA club, which is great for the fans. All right. Hope you have a great Monday. I know it's tough to get through the workday, but if you can subscribe, and comment, that would make me happy. But just think about it. Red Sox baseball, the games are going to be on tonight on NESN from Mexico, Monday and Tuesday. Relax Wednesday and get geared up for Thursday afternoon when the Red Sox open up the 2025 season against the Texas Rangers. I'm Mike Antonellis. Thanks for watching another episode of Red Sox Now.